Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I got a jump start this morning, very early this morning, watering all my containers, and I'm standing with my hanging basket of Monarch Magic Ageratum, which is not looking too magical right now. It has aphids. And if you're not familiar with aphids, aphids are a tiny soft-bodied sucking insect that literally sucks the life out of your plants. And my Monarch Magic Ageratum, I want to save it. I'm hoping I can. I mean, it's just getting worse. I've been treating it organically. My first line of defense always is a strong stream of water. Oftentimes, if the populations are small enough, that's all it takes is a strong stream to knock those insects off of your plant. And you don't have to be afraid with hurting your plant. It'll dislodge them and hopefully kill them. That's what I did this morning. I was soaking wet this morning in my PJs, just going after this and trying to shoot off every single aphid that I could find. And they're all clustered around the flower heads and just literally sucking the life out of it. And what aphids do, they attract other pests too, because as they're feeding on the sap from your plant, they're secreting what's called honeydew. And the honeydew drops down and it lands on the leaves of the plant down below. And then as it sits there, the honeydew attracts ants. And then it sits on the leaves and it forms a sooty mold. And then that sooty mold inhibits photosynthesis, and the plant just gets weaker and weaker because it's a black mold that forms over the surface of the plant, so it can't absorb sunlight. So my first line of defense is a very strong stream of water. And then I've gone through and I've gone through the entire plant and shot off as much as I possibly could. And now what I want to do is go through with some insecticidal soap. You can buy insecticidal soap from the store, or you can make your own. I make my own. I find it really easy to do. It's just 2 teaspoons of Castile soap in a quart of water in a spray bottle. Shake it up, and you want to, because aphids are soft-bodied insects, the insecticidal soap works as it suffocates the insect. But the thing is, you want to make sure that you're covering the entire, you want to get on the underside of plants, and you want to make this kind of a strong stream. You want to get on the underside of these leaves and make sure that you're getting all of it. And the nice thing is it won't hurt most beneficial insects. I mean, the last thing I want to do is hurt the monarchs they love this plant. And the funny thing about this is I don't have any issues with the Monarch Magic that's planted in the landscape. So this variety is a trailing variety, and it's great for this basket. It was looking gorgeous a few weeks ago. And all of the Monarch Magic that's in the landscape is beautiful, no sign of aphids. And this basket is I've had this for 2 years, and it's been kind of challenging because I think anything that grows in here, it's full sun. So it is a challenging growing environment because it dries out quickly. It's really exposed, and so maybe because the plant was weaker, it's compromised, so the aphids just really focus on it, or this is just the chosen one and the aphids are going for it. But the last thing I'm trying hard not to lose this plant because it truly is, it just draws the monarch butterflies onto the patio every single day. And despite the fact that there are aphids all over this, the monarchs still come, and the insecticidal soap is not going to hurt the monarchs, which is the whole goal. So I am going to cut out a lot of this, the parts of the plant that are really dead and have a lot of sooty mold on it. I'm going to remove all that, give this a nice bit of organic fertilizer and see what happens. I'm just going to have to stay on top of it. And because insecticidal soap rinses off so easily, and aphids can be difficult to control, especially when populations explode like this, you might have to apply it every 4 to 7 days. You might have to apply this every 4 to 7 days. And if there's rainfall, you want to apply it again, because once it rinses off, it's no longer effective. So you want to get in here and try to cover as much of these critters as possible. And ageratum and other plants in general are really useful, can work as trap plants. So maybe you've got a vegetable garden. You can plant things like this in the garden so that hopefully they'll attract the aphids away from your edibles and all that and on here. But for this, I want to save this because it's such a beautiful focal point on my patio. I'm just going to go through and clean all this up, try to get some of this sooty mold off the leaves too, so that the plant can go back and start photosynthesizing again. And I'm using the soap, the insecticidal soap that I've made, to kind of wash off the leaves too. Give them a chance, see what happens. Okay, I feel like I've gotten a lot of it covered. No doubt I've missed several. I mean, they're super tiny. And aphids come in all different colors. There's orange and red, and these are kind of a yellowish color. But there's many different types of aphids. So I'm going to come in now that I've sprayed as much as I can see and start cutting away all of the stuff that's dead and just compromised, and hopefully be able to rejuvenate the plant. I have been seeing beneficial insects on here, like a few ladybugs here and there, but not enough to keep these populations under control. And that is an option if you wanted to purchase beneficial insects and release them on here. But for me, I'm just gonna cut this all back and treat it this way and see what happens. And you know, it's basically deadheading, so maybe it'll help it flush out again and look gorgeous. We'll see. Well, I got a bucket full of cuttings, and as I got deeper inside of it, it just got worse and worse and worse. So if this is not recoverable, and I'm kind of feeling like it's not going to be, I'll be very surprised if it is. Chalk it up to the nature tax. Every gardener has to pay it at some point every season, and aphids on my Monarch Magic Ageratum is my tax this year. So I'll keep you posted, let you know how it goes. I'm gonna give this some organic fertilizer and see what happens. All right guys, catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. See ya.